What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
Ya explotó ya. Está explotando los cables. Sigue explotando todo. Acaba de explotar toda la calle. Esto es una cosa, miren. Este es el verguero eléctrico.
Overnight, the New York City sky lit up in a supernatural shade of blue.
Oh my God.
What is that? That looks gnarly.
Look at the sky. Well, that doesn't look good.
It's happening. The end is near.
Just when you thought there could not be more change going on in the world, magnetic north is moving. Aviators know it has always moved, but not like this. It's just skipping along.
A massive crack that's up to 50 feet deep suddenly opened up in the ground in Africa. The crack stretches along Kenya's Great Rift Valley. Many scientists believe it could end up breaking Africa's continent apart.
Wisconsin's National Guard is coming together to prepare for a possible long-term mass power outage. This is going to be a big full-scale drill. It's going to go down for 3 days, and they're dubbing this Dark Sky.
A huge crack opened up in the country of Mexico.
A 2-mile crack has opened up in Arizona, and experts warn that it's only going to get bigger.
In the U.S., a heat dome brought the Northeast and Midwest record temperatures.
Records are in jeopardy again today. That excessive heat warning issued and in effect for most of Arizona.
Sky-high temperatures are taking their toll on Japan.
In some parts, thermostats reached as high as 41 degrees Celsius, shattering Japan's record.
What exactly is UV? There's 3 different types of UV, UV A, B, and C. UV A and B, we've always known, have came into the atmosphere. There really isn't a whole lot of information about UVC because it's always been the understanding that UVC is checked at the door. It's not measurable at the surface of the Earth. Well, it is now. A peer-reviewed paper, the Journal of Geography, Environment, and Earth Science International. Look at the UV from southeast Phoenix under mostly sunny skies. UVC on the left showing a 39. Total UVAB on the right at 10.2, 10.3.
Hey guys, a heads up here to some outages that are going on across the country. Right now we're looking at the Verizon map over a down detector, and you can see from Florida all the way up the East Coast, they are having issues.
The FAA issues GPS interference testing flight advisory. GPS signals may be unreliable or unavailable due to GPS interference testing at the Nevada Test and Training Range. So they've done this GPS interference testing in the past 3 days at 5 military bases from coast to coast.
This morning there was a large magnitude 7.9 earthquake in the Gulf of Alaska. This is a very large earthquake.
There was a large earthquake event that's still underway near the Anchorage, Alaska area. Here's another look at the direction they were headed. And that direction is towards the North Pole. This road here, or at least this section of road, the ground underneath it, if you look at it, almost looks like it twisted clockwise. Well, here are the seismographs, and this is showing the energy from yesterday's earthquake. It's all pretty consistent, except for right here. Antarctica felt a much stronger primary wave than Oregon. And Oregon's pretty much right down the street compared to Antarctica. So why all the energy in Antarctica?
Look. What is that? What is that?
Millions of smartphone users in Britain and in Japan have lost access to data services as a result of technical problems with their network.
Breaking news. Homeland Security issues warning. Electric grid prime target of terrorist. Profound threat to other countries, our enemies as well. They're telling you to start prepping. They want you to have at least 6 months worth of stuff.
There is a pretty big CenturyLink internet outage that's being reported across the United States. It's affecting 911 emergency calls. And in Idaho, they're saying the outage is affecting phone services for some government agencies. They're also saying that some ATMs were knocked out of commission. While looking here, I can see that it looks like Verizon is having issues too.
Whatever we've got over here in Norway, I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Looks like something long, like a big long plasma conduit.
Record-breaking snow has continued to blanket parts of Europe.
Researchers say that the magnetic North Pole is skittering away from Canada towards Siberia. The problem has gotten so bad, researchers around the world are scrambling to update a global model of the fields. The most recent version of the models came out in 2015 and it was supposed to last until 2020. However, researchers say that the magnetic field is changing so rapidly that they have to fix the model urgently.
A team of international scientists found that 2018's ocean temperatures beat the previous year's record-setting temperatures, continuing a recent ocean warming trend.
Temperatures in eastern Australia overnight hit record highs of 39.9 degrees Celsius.
A tie for record cold was set this morning, and it's likely that the afternoon cold will break records as temperatures never reached above zero.
According to scientists, every 500,000 years or so, the Earth's dipole magnetic field, which you can imagine like a bar magnet with a north end and a south end, starts to weaken before eventually reversing completely. No one is really sure why it happens, but it's thought to be caused by changes in the fluid portion of the Earth's iron core.
Multiple magnetic fields would fight each other. This could weaken Earth's protective magnetic field by up to 90% during a polar flip.
And now you have the polar vortex phenomenon, and you have the radical cold air mass moving so far south, and that's what concerns me. During a flip, I mean, even not during a flip, you get these little vortices that spin and can cause false compass readings in certain areas. And those vortices can give rise, firstly, definitely, to paranormal events. When plates rub together in the grinding of the physical movement of the Earth's magnet, which drags the crust with it, you're going to get earthquakes, you're going to get swarms, some of them small, in places that you wouldn't normally see them. In my lifetime, I've never seen so many volcanoes going off. That's another sign that these vortices start to form, and what do? When electrons spin in a material, they produce heat. And then you get magma, and you get lava heating up, and then you get movement, and you get eruptions. And a lot of phenomena of sound, like all these sounds that people have been hearing, I believe, are from the grinding of the plates. And then you're going to get pyroelectric and luminous ball lightning.
There is strong research exploring links between magnetic fields and the effect on sentient brains. The experiments suggest that exposure to variable magnetic field intensities causes impaired judgment and even psychotic behavior, paranoia, and heightened bouts of rage.